My brothers and sisters, the Osuka system is another chemical fish that is not only funny, but folly. Now the question is, which shrine or deity has ever given back a child? Yet today, people refer to their fellow men who were created by God as a child of a deity. Now tell me, assuming these deities were giving birth to people as our forefathers assumed and practiced in the dark ages, are these deities still procreating up till today, the 21st century? We really need to ponder over this question so as to free our minds from the shackles of ignorance and bondage. For the Bible says that people perish for lack of knowledge. You have the words. For crying out loud.
You have friends, you have relatives, you have children. They will fall in love someday. Humanity is not what you do with another person. It's not what you do to another person. Neither is it what you do to another person. Rather, it is what you do with yourself, to yourself, and for yourself, because you are humanity. All we seek is tradition that offer equal opportunity to all without barrier, irrespective of gender or circumstances of their birth.
Most mothers will not tell you Alopalosu. They will go by themselves and do their search. And they will not call you later and say, So that's why we need sensitization to the level that the Catholic Church, the Anglican, Methodist, Pentecostal, they will all come collectively and make a statement and say nobody was born this. And I tell you graphically too, if you put this book, witness, if you bring this iPad now, drop it here, you give it force by pouring libation there, it becomes a god. Oh yeah, this house here, this about your and so on. That's how they open about. Oh, it's happy. You give them power. Even you start pouring libation there.
What do you think about Osuka system?
Well, the Osu system, which I generally call the outcast system, yeah, it is a negative influence on our people. But unfortunately, most people don't see it that way. And that's one of the reasons why I have taken up the challenge to fight it. I have written a very good book on that, Love and Stigma, the Outcast System, which is already in circulation. It is being a problem that young people who love themselves, one way or the other, get that in between them, and that ends the proposed marriage. And that's one of the things we want to avoid. So my idea is to educate people to understand what it is and what it is not. And by that, they should be able to know that really there is no basis to continue practicing the outcast system.
Viewers, to God be the glory for today. Is a day set apart for us to create the awareness and bring men to knowledge of what we ought to do for the total eradication of this Osu outcasting. We are here to declare that it is time for change. It is time for Christians to rise to the challenge of affecting our communities, our societies. It is time for these inhuman practices to end. It is time for truth to be established. It is time for Jesus to be exalted in all our communities, standing on the truth and making all men free who Jesus has given us. Thank you.
This guy who talked about why the Igbos are suffering is because that we can't be talking of Biafra when we are keeping Osu. I'm sure some of you have seen them. Yeah, you can't be talking of Biafra. You want freedom from persecution, and yet you are the one persecuting another set of people. What are you talking? So we must. You want to go there, we go with clean hands. So first of all, please take it as a personal assignment and speak up on this subject. Please, I'm begging you, buy my book and read and get more information. It's not for just of the sake of money. Get this book and read and find the information to discuss with in case you don't know.
society.
We are here to say it out loud that the practice is wrong.
It's archaic, it's outdated.
Why the stigmatization?
Ume or who cast should be forbidden.
There should be no place for that in our society.
Our traditional rulers should be involved.
It's something that has got to be totally eradicated.
I came here in full support.
We are all humans, created by one God.
I fully support her.
Where everywhere is war, say until they're no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation. Say until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes. There will be war.